Good afternoon, card community. It is RJ. It is Sunday, so it is time for the Sunday Trivia Recap. Part 1. Alrighty, so if you were keeping score, you probably noticed that it's been a while since I did a recap. I missed last week's recap. Why? Unfortunately, we had house guests, and my baseball card YouTubing studio is the spare bedroom, so I was not able to access my YouTube studio to do the trivia recap. Now, I had told everybody ahead of time that that was probably the case. So, what I'm going to be giving out, what I'm going to be doing now is the trivia recap that should have posted last week, and doing that now. So there'll be a break after this one so I can go into the second one. So bear with me, all right? So we are going back to October 14th. Monday, October 14th. This was the question for Monday, October 14th. I asked, what was the first expansion team to win a World Series? I thought the answer was pretty easy and obvious. There was a few guesses, but most people understood that it was the 1969 New York Mets over the Orioles. That was the first expansion team ever to win a World Series, 69 Mets, who were actually formed in 62. So your prize for that is going to be this awesome Mookie Betts diamond, die-cut diamonds from 2022 Topps. So that's what you're playing for. The individuals up here on the screen were kind enough to throw out a guess. There is no newbie involved, nobody out of the ordinary, so no shout outs today, but shout out to everybody who did at least throw out a guess. I appreciate it. We're going to shuffle once and spin. You must hit 3 times on my channel to win. I do that for a couple reasons. The first one is because not a lot of people do enter my contest, so I have the ability to spin often. The second one is because I always didn't like when you spun once, you have 100 names on the game and you're out. So since I have the ability and it's my channel, I'm doing it 3 times to win. So here we go. We will shuffle once and spin. Good luck to everybody here. Bam. So, the sound's off. Oh, there it is. Okay, I didn't hear the ticker. Wonder if the ticker's not on. Let's listen. Oh, there it is. I was just talking over it, so okay. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't have anybody. I had somebody in my studio, so I couldn't film the things, but I'm back now, so I'm going to do a 2 for today. It's going to be 2 different videos. So, interestingly, I did get a new laptop recently. I won't go into specifics because technically this isn't my laptop. Excuse me. But anyway, hopefully this will like shake things up. I always thought too many of the same people won my contest. I always think to myself, well, gee, the same people seem to win every time. But the truth is that's just because so few people are entering. It isn't. I went back a couple times and looked. No, it's not that the same people win all the time. It is a variety, and some of the people who I think are, oh, gee, this person just seems to win all the time. No, they go weeks without winning. So it's certainly a hodgepodge of people who actually succeed in winning in my contest. I got to be careful. I don't want to delete anybody here. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't get somebody else with 3 hits already. So anyway, yeah, I did go to, that was 3 for Callie and Jordan. Nope. I did hit the LCS again this past week, but you will not be able to see. That's 3 for Callie and Jordan squad then. That's 3 for the Callie and Jordan squad, right? Where is it? Where are you guys? No, you guys just spit 2 in a row. I thought it was 3. Wow, I guess not. Now it's 3 in a row. There you go. Okay. I'm going, wait a second. I swear you guys hit 3 times. Now you did. Okay, so congrats to the Callie and Jordan squad. You're getting this lovely Mookie Betts Diamond Die Cuts card for 2022. Dodgers are still kicking it in the World Series, so let's see if they can win it all. I really have no dog in the fight. And, the Phillies are gone, so what are you going to do? Anyway, so Monday or last April the 16th, or October the 16th, I asked this question. I said, who? I should say who. There have been 2 no-hitters in World Series competition. 2. I said, name for me the 2 teams involved and which pitcher did it. So I'll go a little bit better for you on this one. I said, so the first one, obviously, Don Larsen. So in the 1956 World Series, Dodgers versus Yankees, Don Larsen of the Yankees no-hit the Dodgers. It was a perfect game, in fact. And he did that in the 5th game. It still went to 7 games, interestingly, so the Dodgers did come back. So anyway, that was your first one, 1956, Game 5, Don Larsen, Yankees over Dodgers. The second one, unfortunately, was my Phillies. So here is the pennant-winning team from 2022. And in Game 4, 2022, the Astros no-hit my Phillies. Very sad, very sad. It was a combined no-hitter, so I'm not going to give you the pitchers, but it was 4 different pitchers combined to no-hit the Phillies in that one. So those are your 2 World Series no-hitters. What you are playing for on this one, cool card from Panini Diamond Kings, I believe it was 2021. Joe Jackson, The Art of Hitting. Really love these Diamond King from Panini. It's a really cool product. It has a lot of Hall of Famers, which I sincerely enjoy. So that's what you're playing for on this one. Again, the people on the screen up here were kind enough to throw out a guess, all regulars. Kelly and Jordan Squad did not send out a guess, so I don't have to cut them. You can only win once a week for my channel, so if they were there, I would have removed them, but they're not there, so we don't have to worry about that. We will shuffle once and spin. Good luck to everybody on this one. So yeah, I did do a, what do I want to say? Hang on a second, I'm going to blow my nose, apologize. Apologize for that delay there, but my nose is like dripping back here behind the screens. So anyway, yeah, I did go to the LCS this past weekend and pick up some cool things, but I'm not going to show that to you because I got a really cool surprise in the mail that I wasn't expecting, and that'll be what I'm showing off to you. So it is a very, very fun little mail package. I won't go into more detail than that, but please stop by. I think you'll really enjoy me, the Monday's video at least, because that's where I go through the whole box, but I'll let you know all about that on Monday's video. Please stop back. But I did go to the LCS, pick up a couple additions to my collection, which I will show the following week. So, hooray! The World Series is ongoing today. Most of my videos, remember I pre-record my videos, so most of my videos, all my videos for this coming week have already been filmed, and they go into 333, Pastor Ken's Curveballs scores. Pastor Ken, congrats to you, sir. You got this awesome Joe Jackson card. Moving on to Friday, October the 18th. Friday, October the 18th, simple question. Thought I'd trick some people on this one, but a lot of people got it because I guess they just cheated and looked it up, which is what I expect anyway. So, anyway. I said, what was the first year that the World Series featured a best-of-9 format rather than the current best-of-7? Now, if you're a baseball historian like me, famously, the 1919 World Series, the Black Sox scandal, was actually the first year in a while that it had been a best-of-9 format. I think the baseball owners were trying to get more revenue, more money. So they went to best-of-9 format in 1919. They did that for 3 years in a row, 1919, 1920, and 1921. For those 3 years, they did a best-of-9 format. Now, I thought somebody would go and say 1919. In truth, I think everybody looked it up because the very first modern World Series in 1903 was, in fact, a best-of-9 series. So the answer is the 1903 World Series. Here is a card from the Baseball Wit product showing the aftermath of one of the games of the 1903 World Series. Everybody milling around the field. And it talks about the scene at the first World Series in 1903, courtesy of the National Baseball Hall of Fame Library. So that was the answer to the question. That was the first. And right after, there was no World Series in 1904. They had one in 1905, and then it began the best of seven series. So anyway, what you're playing for on this one, really nice looking 1984 Fleer Dave Winfield, Hall of Famer Dave Winfield, 1984 Fleer card. Pretty good looking card. So that's what you're playing for on that one. And again, everybody up here on the screen, we can shift to Friday's thing. Callie and Jordan squad, I think they did come back and throw out a guess on this one. Nope, they did not. But Pastor Ken, you are out, sir. You can only win once a week on my channel. So again, we will shuffle once and spin. Good luck to everybody on this one. Yeah, the Dodgers and Yankees, that's who's in the World Series. I do not have a dog in the fight. Like I said, I don't really care. Oh, hang on a second. I did done. We're gonna start this over again. I apologize for the two people who hit, but I'm gonna start again because I hit done, and somebody actually hit. So instead of hitting +1, so we're gonna spin. Here we go. This is the first spin. I apologize. Count one. That's what I got to be hitting instead of done. But yeah, I don't care one way or the other. I am a baseball purist. I tell people all the time, I like baseball in general more than I like the Phillies. I'll give you an example. In 1993, when the Phillies lost to the Blue Jays, and Joe Carter hit that memorable home run, tore the hearts out of the Phillies. To this day, I was watching it live when it happened. And to this day, I'm still glad I was able to watch it live because that is a piece of baseball history that I witnessed live, so to speak, on TV. And I count myself lucky to have experienced that live, even though it was my team that was the recipient of the bad news. The fact that a World Series ended on a walk-off home run, that to me is legend. Okay, take a break. So congrats to Tommy Mark. Well, Tommy, you're going to get this awesome Dave Winfield card. That is all I have for you in part one. Today's video. This video is obviously going to be a very long one because we're going to do this again in a few minutes. Give me a second. I'm going to break here and reset. We'll come back and do the next week's video, all right? So congrats to everybody who won. Normally, I'd say come back again next week for more, but I'll save that to the end of the second video. So congrats to everybody who won. Thank you very much for watching my channel, all right? And I'll see you in a second for a little bit more. Good afternoon again, card community. It is still RJ. It is still Sunday. So it is time for the Sunday Trivia Recap, Part 2. Okay, and welcome back for part 2 of our trivia recap. This is going to be the trivia recap from just this past week like normal, so we'll be back on track. All right, so this is for this past Monday. The question was, what two Yankee managers share the record for the most wins as a World Series manager? It shouldn't have taken too much effort to figure out exactly which two managers that would have been. It's obviously Joe McCarthy and Casey Stengel. That would be your answer. Joe McCarthy he was the manager in 32, and then he was the manager through the late 30s, early 40s. And then Casey Stengel, obviously all through the 50s, actually starting in 49, and then all through the 50s, when they won all those World Series. So they both had 7. What you're playing for, really cool 1983 Fleer card of Dennis Eckersley, real sharp looking. I think the corners are pretty good. Nice little Dennis Eckersley 83 Fleer card is what you're playing for. The individuals up here on the screen were kind enough to throw out a guess. There is no surprise member, so I'll just leave it all to you guys. You're all regulars. We will shuffle once and spin. Good luck to everybody on this one. My nose is still dripping since the last time I did this, so I apologize. But anyway, so yeah, World Series well underway. Very exciting things have happened in the two games that I have seen so far. We're starting over too, by the way. This is a new week, so everybody is allowed to win today, even though it's the same day as you're watching it. Because I was noticing Tim Howell, boom, 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 3 in a row for Tim Howell. Almost got it practically. So Tim Howell, there you go. That card is coming your way. Congrats to you, sir. Go back to the World Series in a second. Wednesday's question. One I thought was very easy, but I was surprised at the number of guesses I got that were wrong. So I said, name for me the first time the World Series ended outside of the continental United States. So when was the last time the World Series ended outside of the United States? Now, a lot of people, okay, if you think about it, there's only two teams. Well, there's only two times, I should say, that the World Series ended outside, or with that I should say, let me take a step back. There are only two times that a non-U.S. team was involved in the World Series, and that is the Toronto Blue Jays in 92 and 93. Outside of those two appearances by the Blue Jays, no other World Series has occurred with a team other than a United States team. Now, the Blue Jays won in 92 and 93, but interestingly, or not interesting, just factually, in 1992, what do I say? In 1992, they beat the Braves, but they did so in Atlanta. They were the away team. All right? They were the away team. So the World Series did not end in Toronto. The World Series ended in Atlanta. In 1993, obviously, well, we know what happened. So let me show you. I got the video boards up here. This is 1992.
In the bottom of the 11th, 4-3 Blue Jays. John Smoltz, the bench runner at third. Timlin. Nixon punts.
You can see they're wearing their away uniforms. They are in Atlanta. So 1992 was not the right answer. This is the more famous occurrence, and this one happened in Toronto.
That was a flat-footed strike. Joe Carter, a flat-footed swing that he took at that slider from Mitch Williams. Thoughtful, didn't he? Now the 2-2. Well hit down the left field line. Way back in. Joe Carter with a 3-run homer. The winners and still world champions, the Toronto Blue Jays.
And of course, they're wearing their home uniforms because they're in Toronto. So the answer was actually 1993 in Toronto. That was the answer to the question. All right. So again, the individuals up here on the screen were kind enough to throw out a guess. What you're playing for from 2020. From 2022 Topps Gallery, an awesome Roberto Clemente card. That's really cool. I think so. Again, the individuals up here on the screen were kind enough to throw out a guess. Tim Howell did not throw out a guess for anything other than the Monday question, I think. So, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong day. This is the day. Caught myself, thankfully. This is the day for, this is Wednesday's question up here, you can see. So, we will shuffle once and spin. Good luck to everybody on this one. So, like I said, what do I say? The World Series is happening, and some amazing things are happening. So obviously, the first day, game one, you had Freddie Freeman walking it off with a grand slam, and everybody, all the journalists and all the sports announcers, were hearkening back to Kirk Gibson. Why? It was a home run to end the first game of World Series. That's what Gibson's was. But this was the first ever walk-off grand slam of a World Series game. Gibson's was not a grand slam, nor any other. Like Milt Mazeroski's home run was not a grand slam. So Freeman's was the first walk-off grand slam. But also, the interesting thing is it happened on the exact same date that Gibson's historic home run happened. Three Good Nerds. Take a pause. Congrats to the guys up at Three Good Nerds. You guys can fight amongst yourself who gets the Roberto Clemente card. Lastly, on Friday, my question was, in what year was the very first indoor World Series? The answer to that question, because the Astros never did it while they were with the Astrodome, it was actually the Metrodome and Kirby Puckett's Twins. Game one of the 1987 World Series was in the Metrodome. So 1987 was the answer to that question. What you're playing for there, another awesome Topps Gallery from 2022. This one, the Hank Aaron card. So that's what you're playing for on this one, all right? Again, the individuals up here on the screen were kind enough to throw out a guess. Who hit? Tim Howell hit, but I know Tim Howell didn't do it. And then Three Good Nerds. I think Three Good Nerds, they're kind of regulars now. They don't miss a week usually, but are they here? Come on, let go. Actually, they didn't do it this way. Okay. Works out well. So we will shuffle once and spin. Good luck to everybody on this one. So like I said, Freddie Freeman's hit happened on the exact same date that Kirk Gibson's happened. In addition, Freddie Freeman is hampered by a really badly sprained ankle that he's nursing, and they're trying to treat it every day just so he can play. So both Dodgers batters were, are injured and hit dramatic home runs to win the game. Now, Gibson's a little bit more so. His knees were so bad. The only thing he did was that one pinch hitting appearance. He never even played another inning of the game. In fact, but Freddie Freeman is actually manning first base for the Dodgers. So they're doing a number of things to keep him healthy and able to play. But that was the answer to the question. That was the first amazing thing that happened. A dramatic grand slam to win the game Friday night. And then last night, exciting end. It didn't end the same way. The Dodgers still won, but in this particular case, it didn't get out of the top of the ninth. It did go extra. It did not go extra innings. Okay, but in the top of the ninth, the Yankees did. They did make a heck of a. Oh, I need to take a moment and pause. This guy right here, Mr. VIP Joey T, is a new entrance to my channel. I want to shout him out. I couldn't find a channel for this individual. I don't know if he has a channel. I Googled that name, but if anybody knows who Mr. VIP Joey T is, let me know. I want to shout him out more properly. But welcome aboard, sir. So count one to you. If he does win, I'm going to have to track down his contact information. But yeah, so the Yankees were mounting a hell of a comeback. Like, oh, that's 3 for Shaw. I can stop there. So Shaw's going to get, you guys are going to get the Hank Aaron card. Congrats to you. And that's all I have for today. Apologize for the length of this video, but again, I mean, what do you expect me to do? I had to do 2 in a row to make up for the missing week. So I hope you don't mind. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please consider like, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I really do appreciate your support as I try my best for anybody else in this great card community. Happy to do this trivia and prizes. I really enjoy it. Hope you guys do too. So if you get a chance, come back again Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's when I do my releases. That's when I do my trivia. And we give out prizes every Sunday. All right? Thank you very much for watching. Have a great week. Take care.